يا عباد الله هبوا ونداء الحق لبوا فاعبدوه مخلصين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. This is your favorite program, Stories of Devotion. I'm very glad today to have as my guest, Murabbi Aremeyew Musah. Murabbi, you're most welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Right, Murabbi Aremeyew Musah is currently the serving missionary for the Salaga Circuit here in the northern region of Ghana. Murabbi, tell us about you. Tell us about Aremeyew Musah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amen.
First of all, my name is Aremeyew Musah, as circuit missionary from Salaga, and I've completed my senior high school at Salaga, that's Salaga Senior High. Then from that, and I'm also a native and being born in Salaga also, and Alhamdulillah, I'm still serving as a second missionary in Salaga.
Okay. Were your parents both Ahmadis?
No, they are not Ahmadis.
They are not.
Yes.
Okay, therefore you were born an Ahmadi.
I was alone with an Ahmadi.
Okay, so what are the circumstances that led to your conversion as an Ahmadi?
Well, I've seen, or I've been in Salga, I've seen a lot of religion. And I've seen a lot of religion, their way of, mode of praying and everything. I do see how people are worshiping their own. But I realize that Ahmadiyya, although Ahmadiyya, the way we pray, we do everything, is very perfect. That's why I look at this, then I say, it's good for me to become a missionary.
Okay, good. So before when you were a non-Ahmadi, you were with your people, right? What sect was that?
I am, at that time, we don't belong to any sect.
Okay, but then you were a non-Ahmadi.
Yes.
You were in the other
yes,
Orthodox
yes,
Muslim sect.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So you were practicing with them. You were doing everything with them.
Everything.
Now, I want you to specifically the things that you saw in Ahmadiyyat, which were different from the practices or even the beliefs, which were different from what you were doing before, and why you thought it was better, and which actually eventually convinced you to become an Ahmadi.
The reason, or what makes me become an Ahmadi, is that I realize that we Ahmadis, we have a universal leader.
Okay.
So a leader who give instruction, and everybody is submissive to follow that instruction. So because of this one alone, I've seen that I have to become an Ahmadi. It's good for me to become an Ahmadi.
I'm sure you were, over there at Salaga, you were aware that the other Muslim sects were referring Ahmadis as non-Muslims, right?
Yes.
Now, when you came into Ahmadiyyat, do you see any difference in terms of the practices? Do you see anything that we do that takes us outside the pale of Islam? Have you realized anything like that?
Pardon me?
Have you realized anything that we do which is contrary to the Islamic teachings?
No. Everything Ahmadiyya is doing, they are all on the line of the pillar of Islam and the practice of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So therefore, I mean, when you actually, got to know all this truth, when you were exposed to the light, and you became an Ahmadi, what was the reaction of your parents? Because they were still non-Ahmadis.
For my parents, they have no problem at all, because I can say from the effort of my father, I've become a missionary. Otherwise, I could have not even think about there is something called a school of missionary or become an imam to serve people.
Your father is a non-Ahmadi.
Yes.
You are saying it was partly through his effort that you got into the Ahmadiyya Muslim Missionary Training College.
Yes.
What happened? What did he do?
Because when I say it's through his effort is that missionary came to my village. Then from that, he saw the way I am, my way of how I conduct myself. Prayers time, I do pray all the time. Then the missionary see me. Then he asks, who is that? Who is that so and so child? Or who is that so and so son? Then they say it's Mr. Musah or Baba Musah own son. Then he went straight to my house, tried to get some kind of conversation between the missionary and my father. So at that time also, I just completed. I was just there in the house.
Completed what does senior high school?
I was in the house almost one year. Try to adjust or try to better my results. Then from that, I got opportunity, or the missionary came in. Through their conversation, he agreed and said to me that, assuming if I become a missionary, will I want to join a school which
I mean, this time you had already taken the bayat. You were an Ahmadi.
Yes.
Yes, and now when the missionary discussed with you to go the step, that's the first step,
Yes.
to become a missionary, to go into the missionary training college, he informed your father.
Yes.
And your father agreed for you to go.
They sit and discuss.
They discussed it.
Yes.
And your father agreed for you to go.
Yes, yes.
Your father was still a non-Ahmadi.
Non-Ahmadi.
That means that your father was convinced at that time that Ahmadiyyat was actually the true religion. Is it like that?
Yes.
Is your father an Ahmadi now?
No.
Why do you think he's still not an Ahmadi, but then he allowed you to become a missionary? Why do you think so? I mean,
why
do you think that he was convinced about the truthfulness of Ahmadiyyat, you understand, and he allowed you to go into the missionary training college to become a missionary for that particular true sect, and then he's still not an Ahmadi? Why do you think so? Have you talked with him?
Yeah, for that time, my father self don't really understand something what they call missionary. He only take every training college as an institution where
To
everybody
acquire knowledge.
Yes.
Okay, but then for you understood that you were going there to acquire knowledge, to become a missionary, to preach the message of Islam to other people. You understood it then.
For them self, me too. I've not understand it, but it's the missionary who explain into details
To
things
you.
to me into
So
details.
so immediately before you went to the school, you had the understanding that you were going to become a missionary to serve Islam Ahmadiyyat,
yes.
and preach its message to the people.
That's good. Yes.
You understood that one
Yes,
perfectly.
yes, I understood.
Okay, did you also understand that becoming a missionary meant that you were going to face a lot of challenges in your profession? Were you aware of that?
Well, that one is a real fact. I understand it.
You understood
because,
it?
Yes, I understood. Because I know that before even you can see, if you are a religious leader or this, by all means you still face an opposition. Because even prophets and co do face an opposition. So no matter how you are a leader, for that matter, that you face a problem.
Okay, fine. Your parents were not Ahmadis, but then they didn't have any problem with you becoming an Ahmadi and going to the missionary training college. What was the idea, of the people in your town, the other non-Ahmadis? What was their ideas about Ahmadiyat?
The idea is that they do always come to my father that, as you allow Ahmadis people to take your child to their own school or institution, it will happen that whatever, or when I completed and I came, it will be a time that when my father would tell me I should do something, this and this, then I will say, no, we don't do it, or Islam is saying this. The time will come, I will not follow what my father is doing previously.
Okay. Okay, I understand. So therefore, the people, the people in the town, they even didn't see Ahmadiyat as, Ahmadis as Muslims.
Good.
But then, I mean, these same people, you are now a missionary. You came to the missionary training college, became a missionary, a full-fledged missionary, and then you are serving there as Salaga.
Yes.
You are expected to deliver the message of Islam Ahmadiyat to the people who, initially didn't even want you to go there in the first place. So what are some of the challenges that you are facing with them, in terms of delivering your message as a missionary to them?
For delivering of the message, right now, I don't have any problem. When I say I don't have any problem, is that they don't persecute me.
They don't oppose you.
They don't oppose me.
They allow you to preach your message freely.
But the only thing that those guys we do move initially. Whenever I talk to them, they do take me as a mere person. Oh, we all move together as young guys and ghetto guys, this and this, so like that. So wherever I said anything to them, they will listen to it, but how to take it?
They don't take.
They will not take
it. That is in respect to, the youth. But then what about the elderly?
The elderly, they know, as I'm born in that place, and they know my father, everything. So they were saying that how can this small child or this small boy would then come and say right now he has acquired anything or religious knowledge to just come and say this and this and say this. So like that.
Okay, you see, it's different. Even at the point, the Holy Prophet, people refer to him as a kid. That. I mean, it's just as they are saying to you that this small boy was just here with him. Why is he now saying this and all that? But then, the message you are giving them, I'm sure that one they are not able to disprove, the facts that you deliver to them in relation to the message of Islam Ahmadiyat. They see you to be a boy.
Yes.
But then the message you give them are hard for them to disprove.
Very hard, very hard.
Now let's limit it to your father. Your father, as you rightly said, allowed you to go to the missionary training college. Because he didn't even know that you were going there to become a missionary.
No.
But eventually you came as a missionary.
Yes.
Then he knew that,
yes.
If he thought you were just going to acquire knowledge, you come and sit down. But no, you are a missionary for the Ahmadiyya Muslim mission.
Yes.
Right. What was his reaction when you came back and he realized it?
Oh, my reaction.
No, your father's reaction.
My father's reaction is perfect. He doesn't. He welcomed me through his children. And I'm also happy. He's happy about me, and I'm also happy about.
He's happy about your profession.
Yes.
He's happy. Yes. You are an Ahmadi.
Yes.
And happy you are a missionary.
Yes.
Okay, right. Now tell me about your relationship with Hazrat Khalifatul Masih.
Alhamdulillah, my relationship with Hazrat Khalifatul Masih was so strong in such a way that I do write letters to Hazrat Khalifatul Masih to ask for prayers, and I also do remember the kind of prayers which he do said wherever missionaries or anywhere we should be we should be doing. And I also do it to pray for him.
But before the missionary came, what did you want to become in future?
Well, what I intended to become in future is to become as an accountant. An accountant. Chartered accountant.
And you had to leave that one to become a missionary.
Missionary, totally, to become a missionary.
As at now, do you regret that decision that you took? Do you still wish to become an accountant?
No. I'm not regretting at all. In fact.
Why not? What have you gained? What have you gained by becoming a missionary that you don't even you don't even miss that your dear profession that you had wished to become?
The first thing which I'm not regretting is that right now my spirituality in God has raised. And at the same time, those people previously I can't go to them. Now I can go to them, alhamdulillah. And now, and people also are yearning to hear my message. All this, my spirituality, my prayers, everything has increased through this missionary effort or missionary field. Otherwise, if the time I could have not become a missionary, even my 5 times daily prayers would be difficult to me because of following to look for these worldly things. But as I become a missionary, my lifestyle, everything has changed. And alhamdulillah, I'm not regretting at all.
Yeah, most people will argue at that, if you had become an accountant, as you rightly said you wanted to become,
Yes.
Maybe you would have been richer than you are now. Don't you think so?
Yes.
So therefore, don't you think that is enough reason for you to miss that profession that you so wanted to become?
Oh, for the richness there, particularly, it is according to how you make yourself. Assuming even the little or penny salary which you are collecting, if you are dedicated to the work and you are working well and they are paying you that penny money, through that you can also take it to involve in some certain ventures where you not all that involve yourself in all the time, but at least you can be patron small when some missionary work go and do, but not to just leave the missionary work and just be in it. That one day, if you are doing that, it means you only involve yourself in to seek for other way or worldly things.
Okay,
than
definitely, I get you. Therefore, what you are actually saying is that, as the Holy Prophet Muhammad said, "Al-Ghina nafs," contentment, real contentment is the contentment of the heart,
yes.
and not, by following worldly riches, understand,
Yes,
worldly
yes,
gains.
yes.
And so, therefore, the little that you think you receive, the fact that you are working for Allah Almighty is enough for you because you are content with whatever little that you have, and then you are being blessed on top of the work that you are doing.
Yes, yes,
right?
yes.
Alhamdulillah. Now, what advice will you give to the youth who are actually coming? They have the love for the profession to be missionaries, all right, but then they are scared because they feel like when you become a missionary, you become a poor person. What advice will you have for those youth?
My advice is that missionary field, anyone who is a missionary is not poor at any cost. But the only advice which I want to give it to my cherished viewers, that they should at least try to dedicate their children in the course of this spiritual work. That is a missionary job. And from dedicating their children, they will get what is here and the hereafter. And for them dedicating their children will also be well equipped in religious aspect. So I entreat my cherished viewer that they should send their children to missionary training college. They should send their children to missionary training college. And at the same time, they should try as much as possible their relationship to Khilafat should be all the time be strong at any time by listening to the word of Khalifa. Alone will give you the satisfaction of the heart at any time.
You know, in one of your statements, you mentioned that it is very important for Ahmadis, you know, to establish that cordial relationship with the Khalifa Masih,
Yes.
to writing to him and then, you know, requesting prayers and guidance and all
yes.
that. Tell me, in your life as a missionary, you know, what are some of the inspiring incidents that has happened then, which you attribute to the fact that you are a missionary?
Although I've not served into the system for long, but alhamdulillah, the little inspiring incident which I have is that I've married for some time ago, and through that we are all worried about how to come out by the child or this and this.
Okay, you were having, you know, birth issues, right? Okay.
So when I went to my Tarbiyat and camp,
By Tarbiyat, you mean you went to some of the newly converted, you know, places to impart moral training
Yes.
to them. Yeah.
from that when I came,
Where was that? Where did you go?
I went to after
The region. Which region is that?
Yendi.
Yendi. That's okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, around Yendi. That's in the northern region again.
Yes.
You went for Tarbiyat there.
Tarbiyat.
Okay. Tell me what happened there.
So when I went, I was praying vehemently, strongly, doing my tajud. How one day we also get a child or something like that. From that, I continue. Even when I came to the house, I do pray a lot. So from that, I've seen changes. Right now, I can currently tell you that, alhamdulillah, my wife has conceived.
She's pregnant.
Yes, she's
Alhamdulillah, mashallah.
Through
Alhamdulillah.
my prayers.
Alhamdulillah.
So this is my inspiring incident.
And it's because you are a missionary, and then, you know, you've become so close to Allah Almighty, and so Allah
Yes.
listens to your prayers.
My prayers.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Jazakumullah for coming. I'm very grateful. I know you're a very busy person, but then, you know, accepting to share your story with my viewers to inspire them is something that I cherish very much. Thank you once again.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Right, viewers, this is where we draw the curtains. I have been speaking with Abdul Kadir Bin Ahmad Musah, who is currently the serving missionary for the Salaga circuit here in the northern region of Ghana. I have been inspired, and as I always say, I want to believe that you have been inspired as well. And until we meet again next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.